Hello and welcome everyone. In this YouTube video, I am going to try like hell to give you a decent rundown on how to set up mouse and keyboard on your Xbox 360. That being said, I feel like this is a pretty hot topic right now because, well, Microsoft finally finalized and acquired Activision Blizzard. So all the Call of Duties kind of got a nice fresh server restart. They're running really well. Black Ops, the first one, is doing phenomenal. Black Ops 2, obviously doing well. And Modern Warfare 2, and all the other ones. But if you go looking around, poking around, and you don't have something set up, a profile, it is pretty hard to set one up. I am using a Corona Zen, but I do not condone the rapid fire, the anti-recoil, all that, the actual other script functionalities of the Corona Zen. At the time I bought a Corona Zen was only to use it for mouse and keyboard on console, and I've stuck by that. That's all I use it for. I mean, you can come over here to my programs. I don't use this. Don't use any of it. Use the mouse and keyboard settings. This is a beta. If you don't have it, you might need to go look it up. It took me a while to figure out actually how to reflash the Corona Zen. But all in all, just using this for mouse and keyboard on the Xbox 360. So to kind of get started, I was doing a little rundown trying to find information, and I came across this form within Coronis. This person this year noticed there's no keyboard settings for Xbox 360s of the old Call of Duties. He loaded what he had, and it's a very, very good base. And I mean, you don't even really have to mess with it, and it's good. I messed with it a little bit. So first thing you're going to do is you're going to take your ballistic curve. You're just going to highlight, copy it, go into your Corona Zen, and go to hip, and go into your ballistic curve and just paste it. And then you're going to just do that down the list. Same, just copy paste, copy paste. Another thing you'll find out if you go to ADS, because when you ADS, you will not be able to really turn. This is zeroed out. So basically what I did was I just cloned the settings he gives you for this, and all you do is the exact same over here. Copy, paste it. Go over to your hip, copy it, go to ADS, paste it. And then all you do is hit the check mark. The only things I've changed within this profile is the sensitivity. So I'm at a 23 on hip and a 24 on ADS. It starts you off at 18. Kind of play with it as you will. Another setting that you want to keep in mind is, I don't know what mouse you're going to be using. I use Logitech, so you'll just come over to your Logitech, make sure it's onboard memory, go over. I have 3 separate profiles with 4,000. The only thing you'll notice is my pulling rate is different on each one. I'm at a 250, a 500, and a 1,000. And then I did make one of my profiles with 5. So I go from 1,500 all the way up to 6,500 on my DPI, just because it's nice to mess with when you're kind of tuning within game. Have that on the fly. Just keep that in mind. Typically you're going to want to be around a 500 pulling rate. If some games don't like 1,000, but if you can do it, 1,000 is phenomenal. And then within game, you're going to want to put your sensitivity to 10 or insane. Controller vibration off, and you're ready to go to the races. Wanted to give a little shout out to this guy right here. He makes really good YouTube videos on how to use mouse and keyboard setup with a Corona Zen. He does a really good deal. Very intuitive. I would say I've watched his videos all the way from about 2001, because to make life a little easier while tuning and doing this, you're going to be switching between your Xbox or whatever console you're using and your PC. In his video, he gives a product little review of this Sabrent USB sharing switch. So basically what you do is you plug mouse and keyboard into these whatever 2 open ports. There's 4. And then you're going to plug one USB into the USB on your computer and the other one into one of the front two headers on the Corona Zen. And then all you have to do is tap that button to go between your console and your PC. So you don't have to have, two keyboards, two mice, all that. Very good product. As you can see, I bought it October 6th, 2021. It is really well. It works phenomenal. So now we got all that out of the way. Let's jump into a game and I'll give you a little show of how it works. So I'll just come over here to my Sabrent switch, double tap it. We're in. How many people are online? 229,000 people online right now. So we'll go into hardcore team death and we'll give you a little breakdown. What you see? Don't really like this map. That's okay though. I don't have any in-game sound. That's okay. I could have showed y'all, but hopefully, people who are going to watch this are going to know. Go into your settings. Controller sensitivity 10. Controller vibration off. And I would change if you're So as I was kind of reviewing my footage, I noticed that I did have in-game audio within the recording, but it was a little too loud. You can't hear what I'm saying, so just this little clip for the rest of the video, you really won't hear my voice. But this is me playing with mouse and keyboard, and it is it works really well. I just thought I'd throw that in there because you're not going to be able to hear me. You can't hear nothing except for the game. It's pretty loud, and I don't necessarily going to edit or really too much. I'm kind of just trying to do a one-shot kind of deal. I will clip this in with the video, and that'll be that. But thanks for watching. One thing I did forget to mention is you are going to need a wired Xbox 360 controller. It could be a cheap one, but it needs to be an Xbox 360 controller. I picked one up off eBay, an original black USB official Xbox 360 controller. I bought it for $20. Really good shape. Whenever you're looking at a listing on eBay, make sure it says used but in good working order, not parts only. Can help you there. Because basically what the Zen is doing is emulating your controller to a mouse and keyboard input setting. That's just one thing I did forget to mention. I'm just going to leave that there. Thank you guys for watching. Give me a like if you feel like it, if you thought, you learned a little bit and got your mouse and keyboard set up on your 360 to play all these fabulous Call of Duty titles that Microsoft has been nice enough to kind of revive the servers, if you will. Thanks for watching anyway. That's it for me. Y'all guys have a good one.